opening statement, okay?
Good afternoon, Chairman, and thank you very much, and Happy New Year to the Senate. Chair, I will be brief. I'd like to give an overview of our business position at the halfway point of this financial year. We're continuing to manage the business in a rapidly changing market while focusing on meeting the needs of our many stakeholders, including our workforce, the Australian community, the government as our shareholder, our business customers and our business partners such as the licensed post offices. In relation to our LPOs, we have carefully listened and made some careful consideration of their challenges. In response to these challenges, we have implemented a number of new LPO payment streams and brought forward our post office box payment, which injected $35 million to the LPOs. This will help support their business and maintain their viability of our retail network in the best interests of the Australian community. We had also lodged a notification with the ACCC proposing to increase the basic postage rate from 60 to 70 cents, which pleasingly the ACCC last week did not object to. This 10-cent increase will allow us to partially offset the growing losses that we are seeing in our letters services. As noted in the ACCC media release though, the magnitude of the under-recovery is such that even with the proposed price increase, Australia Post is unlikely to recover its efficient levels of costs. This stamp price increase will directly flow through to all licensed post office operators in the form of increased payments to the tune of $25 million per annum, which we will believe will help in their immediate viability. This $25 million increase will see a 16.7% boost for all delivery payments and represents approximately $8,500 increase per annum in payments to the average LPO. Furthermore, included in our stamp price proposal is the introduction for the first time in our history of a concession rate stamp for 5.7 million eligible Australians, so they will continue to have access to the original 60 cents postage until 2017. We will deliver this new feature through the creation of a concession account at all post offices. In this way, there will be no cost of living impact for vulnerable Australians, particularly pensioners, job seekers and low-income earners who hold a valid concession card from the federal government. For the rest of the Australian community, the 70-cent domestic stamp rate still represents great value, and Australians will still have among the cheapest stamp prices in the OECD. We will continue to enjoy growth in our parcel side of the business, largely as a result of trends in online shopping. However, this is a highly competitive market with significant international competition. However, the decline of our letters and traditional postal services is accelerating, and at the current rate, we anticipate Australia Post as a whole is likely to lose money in the second half of this financial year for the first time since corporatisation. Our losses in postal services also for the first time will exceed our profit in parcels. Our gross profit in the full year 2013-14 will be less than the full year 2012-13 reported profits. Given our projected losses, it is unlikely we will be able to pay future dividends to the federal government. While this decline in traditional postal services is inevitable, given the changing customer and societal preferences, we want to assure the Senate that we will continue to evolve and tailor our products, services and network to support the remaining letters we have in the system. Secondly, we are also continuing to invest and grow our non-regulated services to ensure they remain high-performing competitive businesses. Australia Post will continue to listen carefully to all stakeholders and respond to their changes. We have survived for 205 years, and this has only been possible with continued change and investment in creating new products and services that are valued and relevant. The consequences of not changing are significant. That concludes my opening remarks, Chair, and I'm very happy with my team to answer any questions the committee may have.
Thank you, Mr Fahor. And before handing to Senator Pratt, you've brought forward the payments for the post boxes by 2 months to help the cash flow of the LPOs, correct?
Chair, that is correct. As part of the consultation process through the Senate inquiry that took place late last year, one of the items we agreed is to bring forward $35 million from April into February.
Okay, postage stamps going up to 70 cents, except for those for 3 years for those 5.7 million Australians, pensioners, etc. That will deliver some more money, hopefully, to those LPOs. Do you have any further plans in the future that can secure more and stable income into our post offices?
Chair, Australia Post has committed to work in consultation with the Licensed Post Office Association, both the groupings as well as POAL and a number of other individual post offices. And what we've said publicly to them and what we've said into the Senate inquiry is that not only are we committed to what we've done, but we're also committed to continued consultation and identifying new streams, and I'm looking forward to some, hopefully, more positive announcements into the future.
Thanks, Mr Fahor.